The story of Daniel is often remembered for his faith, his courage, and his prophetic insight. We think of the fiery furnace, the lion's den, and the visions that shaped entire eras of history. But there is a detail that is frequently overlooked, a detail that speaks directly to the way we live today. That detail is his diet. When Daniel was taken to Babylon, he and his companions were offered the rich delicacies of the royal palace. These foods were associated with status, celebration, and luxury. Yet Daniel made a quiet but decisive choice. He refused the rich foods and requested something simpler: vegetables, grains, seeds, and water. It was a diet grounded in the natural produce of the earth rather than the extravagance of the empire. The biblical record states that after a period of time, Daniel and his companions appeared healthier, stronger, and with brighter countenances than the other young men who ate from the royal table. This was not presented as a miracle, but as a result, a natural consequence of what they consumed. Today, science has given a name to this type of eating. It is known as a plant-based diet, and it is rich in fiber, minerals, antioxidants, and phytochemicals, the very elements that nourish the body and support long-term health. Numerous studies published over the past decades have shown that plant-focused diets reduce the risk of diabetes, heart disease, hypertension, stroke, and obesity. In other words, decisions made at the dining table now influence not only how we feel today, but also how we will live tomorrow. It is important to emphasize that this is not about copying Daniel's diet literally, as if we were required to eat only what he ate. Rather, it is about learning the principle that guided his decision: simplicity, naturalness, and temperance. Daniel's choice was not merely nutritional, it was intentional. It was a choice of clarity over indulgence, and discipline over excess. And this is remarkably relevant today. We live in a world dominated by sugary beverages, fried meals, artificial flavors, and ultra-processed products. Convenience has replaced preparation, and marketing has replaced understanding. Yet, in the middle of all this, Daniel's quiet choice speaks to our time with surprising accuracy. Choosing simple, earth-grown foods is not only healthy, it is efficient, accessible, and preventive. The Bible provides the principles. Science confirms the results. And when these two voices are heard together, they point toward a life of health, mental clarity, and purpose. Daniel's story reminds us that real strength is not only found in extraordinary moments, but also in the ordinary decisions we make every day.